Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. João Pedro. Well, that has not gone well. Ambitious ball here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Adams clears it away. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Rashford. Tries to pass it. Bergkamp! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Taken back almost at once. Now, can they get him away? Knocks it into space. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball. Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Manchester shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, no joy this time. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Manchester United absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Manchester United shapes to shoot! Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Rashford, a player who needs no introduction. And he's found the way past. It's Rashford! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Manchester United are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. Aimed beyond the defence. Foden. A probing pass. Dink through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out for a throw. Vieira has created 1 goal already. Rashford! Diogo Dalot with the clearance. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Threads one in. Spread neatly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's picked his way through. It's Rashford! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ødegaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free. And he's heaved it away. And they've got a throw.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
Gravenberg. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Bergkamp. And it's lofted through here. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Short changes him with that pass. De Bruyne. He's found a way through. And this is Ronaldo. Plays it in. Goes for a shot! They've scored! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
And here's Rashford. De Bruyne. Oh, it's come loose. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's in a great chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has... Palmer! Adams can get it clear.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder.
It's Rashford! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Rashford simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal...
A header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Looking for options for movement. Now, can they get him away? Darwin. That is good strength. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, there's a probing ball. De Bruyne. Looking to play him in. He's on it. Can he get away?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Rashford. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Haaland. And it's Bergkamp. He's going for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Tries to play it through. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rashford! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rashford actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Adams gets it away. Out to the right. He's got away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bruno Fernandes! And he hits the net. That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And this is Torres. And Torres! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Distributed tidily. Now that looks a decent ball. Bergkamp. Look at this. And
the boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Manchester United go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And hostilities have resumed at the... Cristiano Ronaldo! There was plenty of power on that. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? They've scored! The second half off to a spectacular start. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Manchester United get themselves back. He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Park Ji-sung. Goes for the shot! Decent enough try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Shoots! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and...
Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Great vision, picked out brilliantly. He's picked it, there's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Bergkamp, threads one in. Lovely feet. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, good-looking ball. Driving on and making... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, This is crunch time. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Adams playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter. Reach from here.
Great vision. Look at Haaland! It's hit the upright. Now this could be it. He's going for goal. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And this is Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Bergkamp. Oh no, what has happened here? Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
They have what they wanted, the first... Oh, they could be caught out here! And a chance! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is De Bruyne. De Bruyne!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! Oh, crossbar!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple...
Shot a goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Searching pass he's played there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Scholes. For Palmer. And the first half is done. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Son Heung-min.
There's the start of the second half.
Number 18.
Plays it through. De Bruyne looking to get on the end of this. Palmer. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Drogba. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Haaland. Rashford. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's Bergkamp! Romero is there to clear. Rashford! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Alexander-Arnold, and it's De Bruyne. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Tries to pass it through. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Ronaldo. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's going to go a long way. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Palmer. Vardiol. Bergkamp.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, no joy this time. Scholes. And he's been shifted off it. Bergkamp. Oh, this is a very good run. Threads one in. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, cracking ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's a throw-in.
Substitution.
He's being urged to shoot. And a shot! And he's there to make the block.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Punched away. Out to the left it goes. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Five minutes left on the clock. And this is Drogba. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Bergkamp. No, it's come to nothing. Oh, what has happened here? And this is De Bruyne. And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester United really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
It's an honour, Peter, to be in the presence of Roberto Baggio.
Well, there've been a few pretenders down the years, but surely he is still the true prince of Italian football.
Without a doubt, something about him just inspires confidence. He plays with a different brand of passion, a mindset all of his own. A maverick.
The very best in the business. That pass has been well intercepted. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries from a long way out. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Adriano clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifted. Adriano! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Milan have their third corner. Cleared without hesitation. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And now a sudden chance to counter. This time surely! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pass somewhat off target. That's a sharp pass. Adriano. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should...
And that's it.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And that gets things running. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Who do you, Jim, see...
Decent chance!
Big relief, it just needed better contact. Conceição. Maldini with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Now it's Dybala.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fofana. And here's Batistuta. Adriano. Now he's got space here. Cannavaro cuts it out. Pavard. Shot could be on.
And he shoots! Goal! Milan! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have had the first significant...
Oh, it's Dybala! Oh, it's gone in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
DiMarco. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest.
It's Adriano!
He's done very well to get to that.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Milan with the corner, they're first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Batistuta.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is through here. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Schneider! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete.
So that goal then.
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Corner number 2 then. And that has been knocked clear. Now this could be a
Shot a goal!
It's loose. Oh, he's been...
It's fallen kindly here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. We are into overtime. And the referee brings the first half to a close. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
DiMarco. Schneider. Koopmeiners. Platini. And here's Batistuta. Dybala. Played out towards the right wing. Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
John, surely! Goal, Milan! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And one more try!
And he's straight offside.
The attendance for this match.
Roberto Baggio. Platini. No, he's had it taken off him. Oh no, what has happened here? And Batistuta! And somehow